It's your boy, Brainwavezz. And I have a special guest with me. This is the one, the only June Oshun. And the reason why she's here has nothing to do with her. And the reason why I'm here has nothing to do with me as well. What we're here to do is bring awareness to this awesome family, this wonderful family that you see right here on the screen. Many of you are familiar with the things that has been going on with Palestinians and as it relates more specifically to Gaza. I'm pretty sure at some point in time, wherever you are around the world, you have some idea and understanding of the situation and the struggles. And so one of the things that we wanted to do is bring awareness and see if we can rally together for support for this family. Oftentimes, you will hear me say, the best thing that we can do is actually be doers of the word and actually get out and do something. This is an opportunity for many of you to actually support a family. Some of you have seen situations on the news, on TV, perhaps other content creators, and you may not know exactly, well, should I support? Where to support? How to support? Where do I go about it? We're pointing you in the right direction right here. So, June, would you like to share anything with the people here?
Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today and listen to the story of an Afro-Palestinian family. I met the Jamous family a few years ago during the bombardment of their hometown in Gaza. And I'm so grateful to have met them because I haven't seen more example of just love and care of their community and of their people. Just to be a witness of that devotion to their family, um, to the growth of the culture of peace. Because oftentimes I think we think that there is no peace in the world when it's like, what are you paying attention to? Because even in a camp, even in a refugee camp, you can find peace. And we have to support the people that are building and creating peace, the people that are truly there for their communities. Um, and it's difficult. It's very difficult for any family that's in Gaza. And if you are in Gaza right now, please drop your links right now to share where people can support you because it's time for us to all just like show up and love each other, support each other. Um, yes, the old world is falling, there's things crumbling down, and do your part. But also, don't forget, like, we're here to build a life that we love and with people that we care about. So it makes me feel good to be a part of their journey to safety and recovery, and to help create dignity for their family. And I know we're going to talk a little bit more about Afro Palestinians specifically. But yeah, thank you so much for listening a little bit more about what they're going through and how you can help.
Absolutely. And I know for some of you, you may actually catch this live stream as a video, as a replay, or perhaps you will see this on some of our other platforms, IG, TikTok, et cetera, et cetera. Feel free to also drop your links. If you are a family, you need support, or you're looking for help, drop that information in the comment section so that other people can see it, we can see it. If you even would like to be a guest or somehow to share anything, talk about anything, feel free to reach out. Like, the work that we do is serious and it's real. You have some people who may do a nice presentation, but they're not actually about the work. And what we're doing here is we're actually about the work. One of the things that June mentioned, she mentioned about what sometimes I think people forget. They forget about Black Palestinians. And yes, this is a real thing and they do exist. So I just kind of want to show you briefly, very quickly, that You can just look this up at your leisure. This is a real thing. I'll just kind of briefly go over this. Believe it or not, Black people, they're known as Afro Palestinians, they make up only 1%, and that's an approximate 1% of the population in the Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
And the total is estimated in terms of the population to be around 11,000. So, I mean, go figure 1%. You know, we're not even, you're lucky to have 100. You know what I'm trying to say? Somewhere around there. That's essentially what we're looking at. So it's a smaller group. They're more so in the West Bank area. There's a lot of history that's related to Jerusalem and so many other things that go on. So you'll find ancestry that's linked back to Sudan and Nigeria, Senegal, Chad. There's a lot of African connections to what's going on in the Islamic region. So it's just kind of a little brief overview for
Yeah.
some of you that may not have even thought about that. Sometimes we only think there's only one type of people in a region or one group of people in a region. We have to remember there are all types of people all over the world. It's 2026. Maybe back in the day, way, way before any of us were born. But in 2026, we're everywhere. So that's just a little something to keep in mind. One of the things I want to get back to is this fundraiser here. And I want you to kind of see some of the information and kind of figure out. I will play the video because I know some of you's like, get to the video, get to the video. I want to see pictures. I want to see video. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to the text.
And it's
I'm sorry. Go ahead, June.
I was just gonna say the reason why that's important, and why we want to give a little bit of context is even in trying to share the fundraiser, people can often question if they're actually in Palestine. Like they will question if they are in a different location, despite this family also being highlighted on several major news sources, and their son has actually been referenced as the joy of Gaza because he is dancing and making children of all colors and all backgrounds laugh, and the whole community is drawing help and support from this family, including their sisters, um, Renad and Ragad, and their mother, Etmad. So, yes, I am a human rights attorney. I am working with this family and talking with them. I've had translations and engagements with them. There are several written academic sources on Afro Palestinians, but it is just to say that why we need to stop and bring that context to your attention is we all need to be united, and understand that people live at the margins where they may not have as much community or awareness. Um, yes, and then we can watch the video. But I wanted to highlight that.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, June. We needed to hear that. All right, let's get back to the video. Wow. I don't know if you all could see the text that was along with the video, and we're going to get deeper into the videos in just a second, but it was talking a lot about how the dance, the community there dancing, it showed a lot and it told a story about what's going on. And dance has always reflected that depending on the culture. It is very symbolic of elements and why they dance a certain way and et cetera, et cetera. So it's good to see that they were having fun and joy. I mean, you can't help but to look at that and be like, okay, yeah, let me get out there and do a little something, something. Like
Yeah.
it's really inspiring. I want to read just a tad bit from the actual fundraiser page, just in case you're unable to actually currently look at it. Um, Essentially, what is going in to talk about is the young man that you saw dancing. Is actually 7 years old, believe it or not, and has been labeled the symbol of joy in Gaza. June mentioned that earlier. And again, with all the war, every time we turn on the news, especially here in America, maybe perhaps it's different in other countries. I know there's different levels of censorship and filtration, to make a long story short. But at least here in America, when we turn on the news and we hear about Gaza, it's always about the war. We're always seeing destruction. We're always seeing people suffer. And it's good to remind people that they are people, and that they want to have fun and they want to be free and they just want to live life just like the rest of us. I think we forget that. A lot of that gets lost in the sauce. A lot of people are innocent and just have absolutely nothing to do with the powers that be, and the military aspect of things, and they're just trying to do like you. They just want to eat, they want to live, they want to have fun. They're just trying to see family, friends, go to their schools, go to their stores, get their clothes. They just want to be about their community life just like us. So it's very inspiring to see this video footage. And essentially what you're going to see here, it talks about a home that's been built over 19 years. Think about it. Some of you haven't even been in a house, but maybe think about your mother's house or your father's house or your grandmother or grandfather or some other family member. The home has been there. This is the family home. It's been built for over 19 years and they lost their home in minutes. Imagine losing your home in minutes. Everything that you stored up in there, pictures, money, clothes, food. I mean, all your electronics, just simple things. Makeup for ladies, our hygiene, grooming things, little things we don't even think about. And it's gone. Toys for kids, gone in minutes. Just because of, and it's gone that quick. So there's a story that I kind of would like you all to actually read here, because it talks about how like the family saved up every single penny just to have this home and get to this point, and then boom, all of a sudden this happened. It was destroyed right before the war, and since then it's still destroyed. And so now they have to live in a fragile tent near the sea, and it's been for almost 2 years now. You have to think about winds at the sea. It's cold. You got to think about the rain,
The bugs.
floods, all of these things. It's just a tent. There's no insulation. There's no anything that we're used to. And this is what people are going through. Like, this is a real scenario, right? So, and just to think they're growing up, and they're no longer as young, but they're still dealing with things. So there's some
Yes.
updates here that I want y'all to see. There's some photos here. We're going to get into some more things that have been shared on their Instagram page. I think it's good. And then we have some supporters. So we have 96 supporters. We would like to see that list grow. You know,
Yes.
help. This is your opportunity to help. This is your opportunity to do something good. Many of y'all are looking, where should I contribute my money? Where should I do? It doesn't matter if it's $1, if it's $5, if it's $5 million. No amount is too small. Every bit helps. If it's change, if it's cents, if it's anything you can contribute, or maybe someone that is in a position to contribute, please share this with them. A lot of times it doesn't necessarily have to come from you, but just by you seeing it, you can pass it on to someone, and then someone else is in a position to, even if you give, they can give bigger, they can give greater, or put it in front of a group of people. So this is a very simple thing that we can make happen. We just need your help. I want to show you a little bit more from their Instagram page here.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing. You can see the name here. You can look it up, of course. You can follow and do everything you need to do. Um, there's tons of just amazing things going on here.
Mhm.
I mean, look at this. Here's a wedding that just took place in March, and they needed help. Look, we all know about needing help. What I'm going to do is I want to play some more of the video so you can kind of get a little glimpse
Yes.
into the family. And then, I guess essentially we'll wrap this thing up. It's, we just want to go ahead and get the awareness out there. Let's go.
مرحبا، ما تفكر إنه الحرب انتهت. حرب غزة مستمرة. كل خيمة خلفها ألم، قهر، وجع، مرض، برد. مرحبا، ما تفكر إنه الحرب.
And might I add, this is real living. Y'all see the tents right here. And we're not seeing like what she said here. Behind the tents, there is oppression and pain. We're not seeing what's taking place behind the tents. You have Peace Gary here says, stop this genocide. This is a real thing. I mean, we may not have weapons and certain things to actually go over there, or you might not have certain type of resources or what have you to necessarily go over there. You can do it right here where you are at any time. Let's take a look at a little bit more, because oh man, it's a lot of this is tough to watch, but it's something that we need to watch. We have to be reminded of.
أنا اليوم حابة أحكي لكم إشي. في على حسابي تقيد وما بظهر للجميع. بتمنى يا أصدقاء ومتابعيني إنكم تعملوا الحركات اللي في الفيديو عشان يظهر للكل. وأنا بحبكم كتير كتير وبتشكركم من جوا قلبي.
Wow. Let's look at, oh, there we go. There's the showstopper. Let's go.
فجر المستودعات. هضب. تحية كبيرة لأبو سلطان ملك الألعاب النارية. شهيدة يا أبو سلطان. ملك التفجير يا أبو سلطان. أحلى فرقة فرسان الشمال وباسم فرسان الشمال يباركون العرسين وألف مبروك.
I just want to say something too. Me as a music producer, songwriter, lyricist, that beat, that it's like I can slow it down and put like a and I could turn that into a trap beat and just rip it. I mean, I could rip it as is, but it's just music. Like there's a lot of universal language going on here, and this is just straight up pure joy. That you know what's crazy? It's like a lot of times, like even here in America, you don't even see kids this happy in America. It's not to say they aren't. Obviously they are. Obviously, both of us are parents. We have our kids, they dance and all of that. But you'd be surprised, even like children right here are not even dancing and just happy. And they're going through nowhere near what this family is going through. And the people over there in Gaza and, other places in the world too, while we're on the subject. So it's just something pure and innocent about seeing the joy of children. You can't put a price tag on that. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I chose to work in public safety in the school system, because you can't put a price tag on that.
Yes.
Let's just check out a couple of more. I don't want to go through all of these, but we are going to look at some of these videos here.
This is Palestine.
Hey. Oh, that's hard. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off on this one because I'm gonna end up having to turn that into a track. This is Palestine. Woo! All right, let me just
and just if y'all didn't know, I'm also Afro-Persian, so growing up listening to a mixture of those sounds and cultures of my Black American experience, but also my diasporic experience and other contexts. I mean, it's dope. We're all interconnected, and it's like beautiful to see that we exist everywhere, and we need to protect that existence. Because if somebody is literally only 1% of the population, that means that they are at a higher risk of genocide and being erased. So it's so important that we can show up together as a community and be like, no, like we are all here to be together and share that happiness. I mean, Christ was literally born in that place. And, it's one thing to read a word, but it's another thing to be an embodiment of that word.
Absolutely.
So we have to be that embodiment right now.
And not only being that embodiment, we also have to support those that are being that embodiment.
Yes.
It takes a lot of guts. I don't think people sometimes truly understand, and I have to remind you all, me being wearing multiple hats on social media, off social media, it takes a lot of guts to come on the camera and say things and do things. It's easy for people to sit back in the clouds, in the comments, in the live chat, what have you, and point fingers and judge and criticize and critique. But it's a lot harder to come out and do it. And then on top of that, we got this family coming out doing this against all odds, in an environment, in a situation where they're not even supposed to be doing this. How dare you speak out? How dare you show this? How dare you do that? And then we also have an element where those of us that try to bring awareness and try to bring positive resources and energy and etc. To those that are doing this, we also catch a lot of criticism. And this is a tough thing to do. It's not easy to do. So one of the things that I would like to say is we have to take some consideration to the sacrifice that has been done even thus far for them to even come out and say this, to do this, to post this. I mean, even if you're not in Gaza, a lot of people don't like to show their struggle. A lot of people don't like to admit to these things. You have so many people, and I say this all the time on my channel, there are so many people around the world. There are celebrities, there are average people, there are content creators, there's viewers, there's everybody who, when you say, hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Yeah, everything is great. And they smile and they do all that. And then 5 seconds later, as soon as they get past you, they go right back into whatever it is, because they don't have what it takes necessarily to want to show anyone what they're going through. So you already have to deal with that. You have to deal with the shame. You have to deal with the ridicule. You have to deal with the judgment. You got to deal with the hate array. So much negativity. And what we're doing is standing up. It takes a village. It truly does. As June said, we really have to be the embodiment of this. And so this is why we're doing that. A lot of people talk about it, but not enough people are doing it. And so what we're trying to encourage you all is to be about it. One way you can be about it, one way you can do this without people looking, without people knowing, is you can contribute, you can donate. You can even put your name if you want to, anonymously, or, whatever it is that you want to do. And no one has to know. You can give in secret. One of the things that I like to speak on, and I know many people know this, I speak on from the biblical perspective. There is a scripture about when you give in secret and you do in secret, the Father rewards in public. So what I'm saying is that none of you necessarily have to come out and say what you're doing, but you can support in secret. Another way you can support in secret, share the video, share the information. If you see this information about this family on any of our social medias or anyone else, just share it. It's free, it costs nothing, and it gets the message out. It gets the awareness out, and it can get it into the right hands. All it takes is one person to see this. One person that can just change everything. You may be that one person. So if that's you, humbly speaking, please show your support for this family. Please show your support for other families too while we're on the subject. Yeah. This is the way we're going to change this. This is the way we're going to turn things around. And you reap what you sow, as my last biblical lesson. So when you do these things for other people, you receive. If you give in secret, do not be surprised if somehow, some way, in some area of your life, all of a sudden you receive. You're like, how did this show up? Why did I get this? Where did this come from? Wow. It might be because of that one family that you blessed and you forgot about it. You just did it and you forgot about it and didn't think anything of it. You did it humbly. You did it like the Bible says to do. You'd be surprised at how it works. So we're giving y'all opportunities to be a blessing, an opportunity to be blessed as well, and for us to change things in this world. We're done with this negativity. We're done with all the song and dance and the focus on everything that's going wrong. Let's shift it, and that shift starts with you. So y'all know what to do. I don't know if you have any other final words, June. I pretty much said mine. So
Thank you, and thank you for supporting. That video that Rain was sharing is like watching a young girl who should be in middle school, going to school, having to take care of a whole family, like literally find different herbs or grasses to stew and eat with bread. I mean, it's a lot for a little girl to carry. So thank you to her for using her voice and her platform and being brave for us. And I feel like whatever you can do, whether you can donate, you can use your voice, your platform, whatever you can do, whatever you feel comfortable with. But right now is also a time to get uncomfortable. Because like, what kind of world do we want to live in and what kind of world do we want to create? So um again, I just have to thank you guys for showing up and doing what needs to be done to change this world, because we can't keep looking upwards. We got to look inwards. So thank you.
and the link, if you want to go to this fundraiser, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. I'm also going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to pin it there immediately after this live stream, so it'll be there. I'm also going to put it in the description box as well. I'll put the link there, put the link to their Instagram page. I'll have all of that information in the description box and in the comment section. So if any of you have any questions about that, again, just leave a comment, let me know. Message me if it's on another platform or what have you. Same thing, reach out to June Oshun. We're here. If you say, hey, there's another family or something, let us know. We're here. This is real. We're about this life. We do this work. This isn't a game. And we would do the same for you too if you were in a situation. And ironically, some of you are. So again, if that's a source that you're looking and you just want to try to get the word out, if you're feeling led to that, hey, reach out. That's what we're here to do. We're here for you all. So that's all I have to say. Again, thank you so much. We can't say thank you enough. And we just look forward to your support and everything that you are humbly and deciding to do as it relates to this family and this entire situation here. So if that's it, June, that's it for me.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank y'all. All right. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.